Hi and welcome to this next video in the series of Understanding Layers in Photoshop Elements. This video we're going to show a little bit of a more artistic flair. We're going to try and create some sort of a poster. We've already added some images onto this background layer. The background layer's just got a white background, and I've added 3 photographs. These are actually my daughters. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some selections of these and use the blend modes to just make a slightly different effect. So we'll start off by getting rid of the visibility of these outer images and selecting this first layer with Casey on it. We'll select the rectangular marquee tool and we'll just make some selections straight across. Now what we need to do is we need to copy this to its own layer. Now to do this on a PC, which is Control J, and on an Apple Mac it's Command J. So there we now have this layer on its own layer, this selection on its own layer. What we'll do is we'll add a blend mode. The first one we're going to add a colour burn. When we do this, you've got to have the layer of the selection selected. So when we do colour burn, when we do this you'll see that it goes darker, but you'll also see that there's a hint of red in there. Anything with a burn in indicates red, so something to remember. What we'll do is we'll reduce this opacity right down to say 40. Now we'll do the same again. We'll make another selection, so select on the layer again. We've still got the rectangular. Control J or Command J. We've got this layer selected here which we've just created the selection from, and this time we'll use from the blend mode multiply. The multiply mode will darken this section, so again we'll drop the opacity down to about 50%. So now we're quite happy with those two. A little thing you can do is if you wanted to make it a little bit tidy and you weren't going to make any further edits to this, you could select the first layer of these edits and then the original image of Casey, right click, merge layers. So that's got rid of those other 2 layers. Now obviously this means you can't edit these, but it does tidy things up. So let's start on the next one, and we'll do the same thing again. Make sure you've got the layer selected with Jamie on, and we'll make some selections. Doesn't matter if you go over. Control J on a PC, and now with this particular layer selected where we've just got the selection on, we'll select the colour dodge from the blend mode. And what this one does, it really blows out the white areas or the paler areas, so you can see down here that this has really blown up the white area. Make another selection now. Make sure we've got the original Jamie layer selected. Control J on your keyboard, and this time we'll select the screen. That doesn't look too bad. Now we can do the same thing again. We can highlight the top one and merge these layers, so we've just got the 2 there, and then we'll go to our final layer and we'll do the same thing again with this one selected. We'll make a selection. Don't worry about crossing over on any of these. Control J, and we'll add the overlay, so you can see that this has increased the contrast, so you could play with the opacity if you wanted to, dropping it down. Just keep it at 75ish. Just make another selection here. Again, Control J, and this time we'll select the hard light. Now the hard light really increases the contrast. You can see over the little tiara she's got there, it's just brought it out quite a lot. So we're quite happy with that. We'll do the same with these 3 layers. Now we'll just try and be a little bit more arty, so we'll add another layer to the top here. We've got this selection tool selected again. We'll just make a selection. What we'll do is we'll fill it. It can be any colour. deselect. And now if you see over the images where this covers, if we just go into the blend mode and select colour, you obviously don't see it on the white areas here, but it shows over there. So to reiterate that, it basically means anywhere this shape that we've just done the colour blend mode on that lies on black or white, it will appear transparent. We'll repeat this a couple more times, different areas with different colours. Go down to the colour mode. You can see this is making those colours there. One more time just to add a new layer, sorry. Just one more time. Fill it with a different colour, a blue. And then deselect. So that's a different look. We can just add some text at the top here if we want to. Let's create that, put that in black. You could be a little bit more accurate with this. And there we have it, a nice little interesting compilation. Try these, obviously it might be a bit garish for some people, but it's quite a nice little look, different. Try that yourself and see what you come up with. We'll see you in the next video.